Hey y'all, it's Mia here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video I haven't done in years, and I low-key manifested it in my MacBook unboxing because I said I was in the need of a new phone and my next Apple unboxing will be the new iPhone. But I was putting it off because when I was younger and the iPhones were coming out, I would get every single new phone because my carrier plan had like the jump program and I would be jumping to new iPhone. But as I got older, I'm like, this is a waste. Like, my iPhone is fine. I'll use it to the day it breaks. Well, the day it broke came through because if you saw my horse expo vlog, I was practicing weaving through cones with my horse Mimi, and I didn't zip up my pocket. My phone falls out, it cracks. And then another horse incident. I was riding at a barn that wasn't my typical barn that you see in the vlogs. A horse crow hopped. I flew off. I landed on my head. I'm okay. I'm getting physical therapy. Got x-rays. Nothing's broken. Thank God. But the thing that did break even more was my old iPhone 12. And on top of that, my Apple Care for my phone wasn't going through because my card expired, so it didn't have my new debit card in the Apple account. So I didn't have any Apple Care on my phone. So I was like, you know what? This is the sign then to get a new phone, but I'm using it all as a sign that the iPhone 16 was meant to come to me. So today we have an Apple product to unbox, and it is the teal iPhone 16. So if you're excited, don't forget to like and subscribe, join the herd. Let's get started. Here's the box to the regular iPhone 16 in teal. And just like previous boxes, the boxes just keep getting thinner and thinner. On the side, it has iPhone in teal to match the color of the phone. It also has a teal Apple at the bottom. And iPhone's at the side again, and Apple's at the top again. I'm covering the barcodes because I don't know what you could do with them, but I won't take any risks. But my iPhone has 128 gigabytes, and I actually gave in and I bought the iCloud storage 2 terabytes because I have so many photos and I'm not willing to delete any. So I got the least amount of gigabytes that they offer because I already have gigabytes through iCloud. And this is how thin the box is. But the best part is opening it, so let's get started. Drum roll, please. This is fascinating. On the inside of the box, it has an indent for the camera. I haven't touched a new iPhone in like 4 years. I'm so excited. But first, let's look at the accessory. Not even accessories. It's accessory. Apple is trying to create less waste, so the boxes only come with the paper accessories and very little at that. The cord and your phone. Everyone say rest in peace Apple stickers in the comments. They said that they're minimizing the use of Apple stickers in the newer packages, so. But now I know not to expect them anymore. Love the pill shape. Whose idea was this? Tylenol collaboration? Benadryl? This is just a thick piece of paper. Oh wow, and on the back it says you no longer need a physical SIM card. Activate your eSIM during iPhone setup. I'm interested how this works because my old iPhone has a SIM card sitting in it. So will it disconnect immediately from my old iPhone to connect to my new one? You guys can pause to read this. And this is the back. Now I know this accessory is boring, of course. I miss at least having it come with a brick. However, this is really nice. So I thought this was just a MacBook thing, but now the cords are braided. They feel even stronger now too. So the quality of the cords is getting higher. Now I have to change my charger, my car charger, all to USB-C. Luckily, a lot of my newer devices have used these, like my old MacBook, my Beats headphones. But the worst part is I have a really bad habit of never charging my phone. And now when I ask people for a charger, I'm gonna have to be the one that says, I've got the new one. Do you have that charger? That's so annoying. But this is not a super long cord, but it gets the job done. Now let's take a look at the iPhone. My first observation is, you hear this? You know how like some people don't like nails on a chalkboard? I don't like this sound, especially like not tapping my nails, but scratching it against this it's like a sound that gives me goosebumps. My iPhone 12 is glassy and smooth, so this is interesting. I believe they chose this material instead of the glass so that you could see less fingerprints and smudging. However, the Apple sign is still very glossy. And with the back of the iPhone, it has a sturdy aerospace grade aluminum enclosure with the color infused glass on the back. And the ceramic shield material is 2 times tougher than any smartphone glass. And you know how your iPhone gets really hot sometimes? The new internal design dissipates heat more effectively. And as always, it's splash water and dust resistant. The other thing I noticed too was that I like it is like the backdrop of the camera is a different color than the iPhone itself, and it matches the Apple sign, which I think is nice. And the cameras are huge. Majority of the iPhones for years have had 2 cameras, but if you didn't already know, the top one is the ultra wide lens, and the bottom I believe is the main camera. And that's your flash. The rim around the iPhone is the same color as the Apple sign, and don't let these buttons fool you because they've changed one of them, and it is here. This used to be the ringer, but now you can make it into anything you want, which I'll show you. And there's no flicking, it's just pressing. And over here also has a difference. This is your typical lock button, but now there's a control button for your camera. And as usual, it has the antenna bands. And this is aluminum with a matte finish. And these are the symbols for all the buttons. Now let's peel this off. As you can see on the front before we turn it on, it has the camera and the invisible island. The old iPhones had the speaker with the camera, but now this phone can be safe from dust getting in there like it used to and dirt getting in the crevice of the ringer switch. So I really like the choices they made with the physical aesthetic of the iPhone. Got my fingerprints already, but let's turn her on. Ooh, the hello screen is blue like the phone. That is so cute. This has been taking 3 hours, and I feel like no one's unboxing has really shown the process of actually setting up your iPhone, so I'm glad I am, because I want you to know that if yours is taking forever to transfer from your old phone to your new phone, it can take forever. Now I know for next time, vlog super early, be right back in another 3 hours. She's officially transferred. I changed the wallpaper so we can see the difference when I compare them later. So the first feature on the iPhone 16 is the battery life. The iPhone 16 is designed to make room for a larger battery, and it works together with the A18 chip that's inside the phone. The other new feature is with SOS. So with no satellite signal, you can still have SOS. When you don't have cell service on your iPhone 16, you can connect to a satellite to get assistance. Same with sending messages via satellite and roadside assistance. It also has hardware and sensors and advanced motion algorithms to detect severe car crashes and call 911 to notify you when you have an emergency. And when I fell off that horse, my Apple Watch has the feature where it says like, have you fallen, and it'll call 911. Well, your iPhone has that too, and that's such a great feature to have. So this little new button over here is called the action button, and it's basically a fast track to your favorite features. For me, I have it as my mute button since I'm so used to the ringer. I might change it, but if I press down on it, I can turn it back on again. But the different features you do have is you can change it to silent mode. You can also use it for the camera, but I don't see a point in that when you have the camera button that's new here. Have you use Shazam to recognize music, translate to access your control, use it as a shortcut, or for accessibility features. However, my phone is always on Do Not Disturb, so I might have to put it on this. But for now, I'm used to the ringer, so I'm gonna keep it at the ringer. One of the biggest features with the iPhone 16 is the camera, and not just the camera, but the features within it. So there's now photographic styles, and what's nice is while you're about to take the picture, you can change the style, but if you don't like it, you can just edit the original photo to take it out. For example, I have these flowers in front of me, and you can actually change how the filters look before you even snap a photo. So it's this button here, and all the regular ones are here from your old iPhone. So this new camera is a 48 MP Fusion camera. Let me know what that is in the comments down below. But it lets you take stunning, super high quality images. The ultra wide camera takes sharp, detailed macro photos and videos without even having to take a step back. If you are into content creating on your phone, instead of cutting clips to a next jump cut, the iPhone splices it for you. So if I pause and I film over here, it does the jump cut for you. Now with this new button, it does not protrude like the rest of them. It's actually a little inward, but you can click it. But if you press down on it lightly, you can feel like the haptic feedback, and you can change the different settings on the camera. And if you tap it 2 times, you can find the exposure, the depth, the zoom, the styles, and the tone. And if you want to select one of them, you just tap it lightly and you can change it. I actually really like this feature because, like, you're ever in a situation where you just gotta take a quick picture, like if your dog is doing something really cute and you gotta whip out your camera, this is great because we used to just go to the lock screen and hit this, or we'd have to go to the camera app. This makes it much more faster. Apple Intelligence is the last new feature, and sadly, I expected it to already be on my phone when I turned it on, but I actually have to turn it on. Hi Australian Siri, shout out to my best friend Oakley. So basically, if you have ChatGPT already on your old iPhone, you basically have like a makeshift iPhone 16, but ChatGPT is built into the iPhone. So if you do want to use ChatGPT, I believe you have to set up. And now ChatGPT is working with my phone. So supposedly Siri is even better than before. I'd be beefing with Siri and I end up just using the guy voice that's in my ChatGPT. Like, he just sounds so real. He be stuttering, he goes like and he helps me so much more than my Siri does. But now that ChatGPT is inside my phone, maybe Siri's a little bit smarter. Let's test it out. Hey Siri, beatbox for me. Let's give this a crack. I don't hear you cracking. I don't hear anything. Talk to me, I can't hear you. Tell me your hopes and dreams. Okay, I want a horse one day. AI is built in a lot of features. Like if I wanted to text my best friend Oakley, if you hit writing tools, you can have it do a whole bunch of features. For example, rewrite. I'm not sending that. She's gonna be like, you don't text like this. What is happening? Okay, instead we're gonna send Oakley an AI emoji. Oh my gosh. So if you didn't already know, Oakley and I met in the My Little Pony fandom, and I'm trying to get it to do Rainbow Dash. All right, but take out the horn. She's not an alicorn. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, let's send it to Oakley. Let's slam it. Slam, girl. The iPhone also has spatial mode, but I don't have those goggles, and it also has cinematic video. I want to learn about this product right here. If I press and hold my camera control, the iPhone has visual intelligence, and it's where you can learn about objects around you and get more information on them. I'm gonna do the iPhone. We'll do search, and it's showing me the iPhone 11. It's an iPhone 16, but good try. And then I can ask about it, and that uses ChatGPT. And it says the iPhone 15 show here in its box features advanced technology and improved camera systems. I love how it's everything but the 16. Another feature with AI that you can do with your photos is clean up. And say I wanted to take Kingsley off of Mimi's back. Oh, what the hell? Did I do that wrong? Oh, it's low-key doing it. Okay, I'm just bad at doing outlines. I guess you have to be really precise. But look, now he's gone. Oh, wait, let's take Gambler out. Just like I did with my iPhone 12 unboxing, I'm going to compare the two phones. And something I actually just did was, I'm a minimalist. I don't like to hold on to a lot of things. So I officially took majority of my Apple products that I've had since even the start, and I recycled them. I'll insert some clips of what that looked like, but it actually felt so good to get rid of a bunch of them. Now, the reason I still have my old phone is because I always like to have an old device. If God forbid something happens to this phone, I can always use this one. There were a few instances that I actually broke this phone. I had my iPhone XR as a backup. This is the back of my phone. I never thought I would see behind an iPhone, but here it is clearly. It is cracked. When I dropped it riding Mimi, it just cracked. But then when I fell off that horse, my phone was in my fanny pack, and my body impact crushing the phone just made it worse. And now, as I'm feeling this, like I feel the glass, and there's some glass shards on the table. So this phone has run its course. However, let's compare. So they both have two cameras, however the 16 is larger, and this actually moved to here. What is this? Let me know in the comments down below. And this is glass, very silky smooth. Love the texture. I'm gonna miss this. And this is matte. Now these are both the same size. I absolutely love the size iPhone. It's perfect for me. The antennas are in the same space, except the lock button is pushed down, and this is the camera control button, and I actually don't know what this is. Comment down below. But I totally forgot this was a thing. So I guess they replaced this with the camera control. Then like the other side, all the buttons are pushed down here. They're still the volume buttons, but now instead of the ringer that you flick, it's the button. And there's no more SIM card on the new iPhone because it has an eSIM. Their charging ports obviously changed. Now there's USB-C, so it's bigger. but there's still the same amount of speakers. And the actual like edges of the 16 are more rounder. Like they feel nicer than the 12. But overall, I love that I don't have to adjust to anything too new. They're the same size. They pretty much do a lot of the same things that I'm used to, so I don't have to do much adapting, which I'm grateful for. And also, if you didn't know, my favorite color is teal. My camera right now, the case is teal. My laptop, if you saw that, that's teal. My room has teal accents, if you saw my room tour. And I love teal all because of Hatsune Miku. I saw Miku live. I've loved her since I was in 4th grade. There's a whole story time in my Miku Expo vlog why I love this girl. So I'm so glad that Apple is still going with fun colors, because as a kid I used to love like the natural colored Apple devices. Like I was always like the gold, rose gold, white phone. But the iPhone XR in coral was such a pretty color. So that's when I was like, your phone, I feel like just represents you. And when it's your favorite color, it's just, it speaks to you. My other favorite color is green. So this is more of a mint green color, but like these two colors are my favorite. I'm so glad they still have that. There was one time when I wanted the purple iPhone. It's so pretty. The purple iPhone 12 and 11, gorgeous. Now I'm just so sad because this Miku sticker has been on for a while. Even on my old phones, like I took it off the broken ones and put it back on here. I need a new one. I love her sitting here, especially with a clear case. I got her at Five Below, so I'm gonna have to find her again. But now I do not trust these hands holding my phone. They're slippery, they're dry. I got these nails that I don't even know how to use. I can't wait to wash my hands and take them off. And my fingerprints are already on this. So we're gonna customize it. But before that, let me model with this phone. Like, it is so pretty. Hey Siri, are you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Why isn't he talking? Do you like? I love. Dude, did you see how good I put that screen protector on? Practice truly does make perfect. If you want me to put it on, mail me your iPhone. I'll put the screen protector on. Flawless, no bubbles, perfectly aligned. Anyway, yes, this is my case. So anytime I order a new phone, I always make sure I have the case beforehand, because I'm not opening a phone and having it vulnerable without having a case on. So I got this case because ever since my dogs passed away, like I really like rainbows, like the rainbow bridge that they cross. It just brings me a lot of comfort that Anthony and Sky and all the other animals I know are having a blast up there. I just searched iPhone 16 cases with MagSafe because I've never had a MagSafe case, and I've always wanted to have this suction thing on my iPhone 12, but it never would stick because I didn't have a MagSafe case, and the only way it would stick is if my phone didn't have a case on, which that was not an option. So I searched MagSafe cases and I found this holographic one, and it's like the phone doesn't have a case color. It's all different colors and it's so pretty, but yet you still see the color of my iPhone. And I feel like it represents me because I feel like I always wear like bright colors. I love pastels. I have a very bright and bubbly personality, so I want my phone to match. Also, perfect timing. Let me know if you saw the Hatsune Miku movie, A Miku Who Can't Sing, in theaters, because the way she's showing up on people's devices, like, new phone, Miku, I need you to come to my phone. This is the device that she's gonna use to reach out to me. Now, if you're wondering what's on my phone, you've got to wait for that, because just like the iPhone 12, I'm going to do an updated what's on my iPhone video, because there has been some changes that I've had since the iPhone 12's layout. I also need some time to explore the new features on here to see if I want any layout changes on the way I display my phone. So today you saw the unboxing and setup and dress up, but soon you'll know what's inside of it. So hit the bell for that one so you're notified when that comes out. And if you guys liked this video, if you're interested in the iPhone 16, let me know, or comment down below what color is yours, or what's your dream phone. Doesn't have to be an iPhone. And let me know also if you want to see more Apple unboxings, because I really do love doing them. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave comments everywhere. Oh, Miku says, and have a blessed day. I'm eating an apple, yo. Fitting.